Hey, quick question. How many hours have you spent on English this year? Now, be honest. How much of that actually turned into real speaking? If your answer is not much, stay right here, because I'm about to show you exactly why. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because English is too hard. It's because of one thing almost nobody talks about. And once you fix it, everything changes. Give me the next 15 minutes, and I promise you'll walk away with a completely different plan. Explanation. Most people say, I want to get better at English this year. Sounds nice, right? But here's the problem. That sentence has zero direction. It's like getting into a taxi and telling the driver, just drive somewhere. The driver's going to sit there confused, and so is your brain. Your brain needs one clear line to follow, not a vague wish. I call this the one-line plan. Instead of a big fuzzy goal, you give yourself one specific, doable line for the day. Example 1. Let me tell you about a student of mine. I'll call him Rafi. Rafi told me, Coach, I want to speak fluently by next year. Great goal. Totally useless as a daily plan. So we changed it. Every single morning, Rafi wrote one line on a sticky note. Today I will learn 5 new words and use them in one sentence. That's it. Nothing huge. 6 months later, he wasn't just learning words. He was having full conversations with strangers at his job. Example 2. Here's another one. A student named Priya kept saying, I'll practice speaking today. But she never actually did it, because practice speaking isn't a real action. It's a feeling, so we made it specific. Today I will record myself talking for 60 seconds about my day. One line, 60 seconds. She did that almost every day for 3 months, and her confidence on video calls at work completely transformed. Pay attention. The size of the goal doesn't matter nearly as much as the clarity of the goal. A tiny, clear plan beats a big, foggy dream every single time. Now here's a question for you. Right now, pause for 1 second and think. What's your one-line plan for today? Got it in your head? Good. Keep that thought. We'll come back to it later. Explanation. Here's something that shocked me when I first noticed it. Most people think they need a full hour to make progress. But some of my most successful students never had a full hour. Not once. Not ever. What they had was minutes. Little scattered minutes hiding all over their day. I call this minute hunting. Actively going out and grabbing those small, ignored chunks of time before they disappear. Example 1. Think about your day for a second. Waiting for coffee to brew. 2 minutes. Standing in the checkout line. 3 minutes. Waiting for a web page to load. 30 seconds. Walking from the parking lot to your office. 5 minutes. None of these feel like real time, so we throw them away without thinking. But add them up, and that's easily 20-30 minutes a day, completely wasted, just floating away like smoke. Practice question. So here's your challenge. Right after this video, I want you to actually track your day. Every time you're standing around, waiting, or walking, notice it. Ask yourself, could I have reviewed 1 word here? Could I have listened to 10 seconds of English? Don't answer me now. Just start noticing today, and watch how many hidden minutes show up. Let me tell you about my student Fareed. He drives an Uber. Sounds like zero free time, right? But he told me he listens to short English clips between rides, literally while waiting for his next passenger to book. In 4 months, his listening comprehension jumped more than students who study for an hour, but do it inconsistently. Pay attention. It's not about finding more time. It's about noticing the time you already have and not letting it slip through your fingers. Explanation. Here's something your brain absolutely hates. Pressure and boredom combined. If English feels like homework from a strict teacher, your brain will run away from it every single time. So the trick is simple. Attach English to something you already enjoy. Story. I had a student named Elena who loved cooking shows. Instead of forcing herself through boring textbook exercises, she started watching cooking videos in English, first with subtitles in her language, then slowly switching to English subtitles. She picked up kitchen vocabulary without even trying, because her brain was having fun, not suffering. Another student, Marcus, was obsessed with basketball, so instead of studying properly, he started watching post-game interviews in English. He wasn't thinking, I'm studying. He was thinking, I'm watching my favorite sport. That's the trick. Sneak the learning in through the back door of something you already love. Mistake to avoid. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They choose content that's good for learning, but boring to them personally. If you hate cooking, don't force yourself to watch cooking videos just because someone online said it's great for vocabulary. Match the content to your interests first. Learning value is useless if you quit after 3 days out of boredom. Explanation. Okay, let's get a little uncomfortable for a second. I want you to think about your phone. Not in a judging way. We all do this. But be honest with yourself. How many times a day do you open an app just to check one thing and suddenly 40 minutes are gone? This is what I call an energy leak, something that quietly drains your time and gives you nothing back. Not rest, not learning, not joy, just gone. I remember one evening I told myself I'd check messages for 2 minutes before bed. 2 minutes turned into 40. I finally put the phone down and realized I felt worse. Tired, foggy, a little annoyed at myself. That's the signature of an energy leak. You finish and you feel emptier, not better. Practical fix. Put your phone in another room while you study. Turn off notifications for 1 focused hour. Set a rule. I only check social media after I finish my 1-line plan. It's not about hating your phone. It's about closing the door so the leak can't happen in the first place. Explanation. Now here's something I need you to hear clearly, because a lot of learners get this wrong. Resting is not the same as wasting time. If you push yourself non-stop, study, work, no breaks, your brain runs out of fuel, just like a car running on empty. You can't force a car with no gas to keep driving. It just stops. Story. I once pushed through a late-night work session, exhausted, forcing myself to keep going for 2 more hours. The result was sloppy and honestly not very good. The next morning, after real sleep, I redid the same task in 30 minutes, and it came out better. That taught me something important. Sometimes stepping away and resting is the smartest move you can make, not the laziest. So build rest into your plan on purpose. Good sleep, quiet time, a real break. These aren't distractions from your goal. They're part of how you reach it. Before we wrap up, let's lock in a few useful words from today so you can actually use them this week. Intentional. Doing something on purpose, not by accident. I'm being intentional with my mornings. Vague, not clear or specific. My old goal was too vague to actually follow. Leak, as we used it today. Something slowly draining away without you noticing. Social media was a huge time leak for me. Consistent, doing something regularly, again and again. 10 minutes a day, consistently, beats 1 hour once a week. Recharge. To rest and restore your energy. I took Sunday off to recharge before the week started. Pause the video right now and make 1 sentence with any of these words. Say it out loud. Yes. Actually say it. This is how it sticks. Let's bring it all together. 5 shifts. Remember them like this. 1. Write a 1-line plan, not a vague wish. 2. Go minute hunting instead of waiting for a free hour. 3. Turn English into a game by connecting it to something you already love. 4. Watch for energy leaks and close the door on them. 5. Remember, rest is recharging, not wasting. Here's your homework. Right now in the comments, tell me your one-line plan for tomorrow. Just one sentence. I actually read these, and writing it down makes you twice as likely to follow through. That's not just motivation talk. That's how commitment works. If this helped you see your day differently, hit subscribe. Because next week I'm breaking down the exact 5-minute morning routine my fastest improving students use before they even leave the house. And trust me, it's not what you'd expect. Click the next video, and I'll see you there.